Chuck Palahniuk is an American novelist and freelance journalist. He was born on February 21, 1962, in Washington. Palahniuk attended the University of Oregon School in journalism and graduated in 1985. He moved to Portland soon afterwards. He began working as diesel mechanic. During that time, he had created input for his good career. Palahniuk quit his job as journalist in 1988. He performed volunteer work for Homeless Shelter. Later, he also volunteered at hospice. He provided transportation for terminally ill people and brought them to support groups. He ceased volunteering upon the death of a patient to whom he had grown attached. Palahniuk became a member of the rebellious Cacophony Society in Portland. His participation in the society inspired some of the events in his writing. He used the Cacophony Society as basis of the Project Mayor in the book Fight Club. His style is scientific and brutal. He writes without adverbs that can reduce the speed of the reading rhythm. He writes including a limited vocabulary and short sentences. Repetition of sentence lines are the most common characteristic of his writing style. The characters in Palahniuk's stories often break into philosophical asides, offering odd theories and opinion about absurdism in nature, or complex issues such as death, morality, childhood and sexuality. Many of the intellectual concepts he had been influenced by continental thinkers such as Albert. Fight Club is a 1995 novel and is centered on an anonymous narrator who worked as a productive recall specialist for a famous car company. Because of his stress of his job and the jet lag brought upon the frequent business trip, he begins to suffer from recurring insomnia. The narrator's doctors advises him to visit a support groups of testicular cancer victims to see what suffering is like. The narrator found out that sharing the problems with others alleviates his insomnia. The narrator's unique treatment works until he meets Marla Singer, another tourist who visits the support group under false pretenses. He becomes addicted to attend these support groups and pretending to be a victim, but the presence of another impostor, Marla Singer, disturbs him. The protagonist meets Tyler Durden, a charismatic extremist. After an explosion that destroys the narrator condominium, he has to stay at Tyler's house. Tyler agrees, but asks for something in return. He wants the narrator hit him as harder the narrator can. Both men find that they enjoy to fight, and so they move together and establish a fight club. As Fight Club obtains a nationwide presence, Tyler uses it to spread his anti-consumistic ideas. He eventually gets the most devoted Fight Club members and forms Project Mayhem, an organization that trains himself as an army to bring down modern. The narrator becomes uncomfortable with the increasing of the straightness of its activity and learns that himself is Tyler. Tyler is not a separate person, but a separate personality. The book was made into a film and there are several differences between them. In the film, Tyler Durden wants to bring the two-day societies into a chaos by hitting the premises of the banks and credit card companies. He succeeded in this with cardboard filled with nitroglycerin homemade. But in the book, Tyler Durden teases the accountant's office, launching from the skyscrapers, desks, file cabinets and documents on the crowd. We found the main difference at the end after he killed Tyler Durden with a gun. The protagonist witnesses the collapse of the skyscraper together with Marla. In the book, the protagonist killed Tyler Durden in the same way, but no explosion occurs. The real final sees the protagonist in a hospital bed after he shot himself in the mouth with the intention of killing his alter ego. He imagines to be in a paradise where occasionally a cleaner man goes close to him and says, destroy civilization to be able to get something better from the world.
Chi è stato?
Io, per la verità. Trova delle bende. Sì.
Ti sei sparato da solo?
Sì, ma va tutto bene. Marla, guardami. Sto benissimo. Fidati. Andrà tutto bene. In un momento molto strano della mia vita.
With your feet on